Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Carly, also known as Camo Cowgirl, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my Mustang show vlog, finally. So when I'm filming this intro and these little clips to go in the video, it is a couple days after Christmas. The horse show, the Mustang show, was on Halloween and that weekend. So, I'm sorry I'm a procrastinator and life got busy and I suck at producing videos, but we're getting it done, finally. So this is going to be on the longer side of videos just because I am showing every single event that we competed in and the whole length of me competing, because I want to be able to look back at this and watch it and be like, oh yeah, like we did that, yeah, good job. So I'm also going to explain what certain events are just in case you guys don't know. This is the whole Mustang show vlog, so us driving there, us staying at the hotel, us getting ready to compete, sometimes because it was hard to vlog, because I was so busy, and then showing you guys us competing, and for the weekend, and coming home and selling my horse. So, if you guys haven't previously seen my other Mustang videos about training Reno and all that stuff, go watch those so you guys can see what he was like before and what kind of horse he turned into, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Continue for half a mile.
Okay, so this was the day we got to the arena. As many of you guys know, my best friend Emily, which just lives a couple of streets away from me, also did a Mustang for this challenge, and so we kind of did this together and had fun with it. And we didn't compete against each other because she was in the group of kids that have all done it before. I was in a group of kids that it was their first year competing because it was my first year doing the Mustang challenge. And we took the Mustangs into the indoor arena to get them used to the new environment and to get them thinking and to get them to calm down. And so we were doing just a little bit of groundwork with them, letting them stretch their legs. So there's this. You guys want to be part of the vlog? Never. There was also a stall decorating competition, and my grandpa had a bunch of Halloween decorations he wasn't using, so I was like, yo Pops, can I borrow these? And he gave me a bunch of decorations, and I had to go all out because it was Halloween and I had to celebrate Halloween. So this is my stall.
I took one over there too, so I got
Okay, we made it to our hotel room. So here's the front door. Here's our kitchen. We got a good old microwave. Oh, it's not. There we go. We got a coffee machine that won't be used. A little garbage can. A mini fridge. And we got an awesome throne area. Okay, anyways, you come in here and there's a lovely closet with a safe to keep all those goods good. And then you come over here to this full body mirror. You have all my junk on the ground. And then we have a bed and my nightstand and a TV and a dresser and mom and food and another nightstand and our window. And this is our view. Whoa, so cool. We're gonna eat. Almost just fell backwards. It is the night before we compete, so tomorrow morning we'll compete. Good morning, everybody. It is the morning of the show. It's 6:30 in the morning, and I got dressed and threw a hat on. I need to hurry and get some pictures off my SD card so I can use my camera today. I definitely forgot this.
You going without me?
Yep. The first class we are doing is Halter / showmanship, and this is the in-hand class. This was the tip challenge class. And so you go to the first cone, you stop your horse, you set them up so they're square, you stand there, you look at the judge, wait for your nod of approval, then you trot to the judge, and then you stop at the cone, and then you set your horse up for inspection. And then as the judge walks around you and your horse, you have to make sure their feet stay square. If they move, you have to correct them. Also keep in mind, the faster you get your horse set up, the better off you'll be.
Marley is 15 years old and has horses her whole life. She currently owns 3 quarter horses who were all born in the backyard and rode by her family and herself. She works with neighbors' horses often and generals a colt at the beginning of the year. Generals a colt at the beginning of the year. She loves spending time on the outdoors, hunting, fishing, photography, boating, and sharing her love of horses in the outdoors on social media. That's competitor number 2, Carla and Reno.
Good job, Carlos.
Good job, Carly. Yay, Carly! Good job, Carly.
Carlos, don't look over here. Carlos, don't look over here.
The next event we competed in was the same halter class as before, except this was open in hand, so anyone could compete in it that was showing an in-hand horse. The first class I did was a required class that I had to do because I did the Mustang challenge. This one was just to do it for fun. And it's kind of embarrassing because, well, this was my first ever like official horse show, and I got messed up once and then just was on the wrong side the whole time. So every time I switched over, I wasn't supposed to because the judge had circled around a different way than he did with the other kids, and I wasn't expecting that, so it kind of caught me off guard. And yeah, it's okay. We had fun. It's just a tad bit embarrassing, but it's okay. We all start somewhere. Now I know for next time.
Next up is competitor number 2, Harley, showing Reno. Reno is a yearling area located here.
So this is something that'll help me learn from my mistakes. I should have switched over right there and again right there. And you're supposed to switch over when they go past their bum, past their shoulder, past their head. So I was on the wrong side right here. And on the wrong side right there. And it was just a whole mess. But yeah, it was fun. It was great. And we were also in one more halter class because they did a grand championship round, so they took the top 2 people who placed in each class and had them all compete against each other. So since I got first in my very first class, I competed in this, and I'd say that there were quite a few classes, so we didn't have a very high chance of placing in this one. And we didn't place. I'm not sure what place we got, but it was still a good experience. I also wanted to point out I did go on the correct sides this time, so when he passed his shoulder I switched, when he passed his bum I switched, and yeah, pretty proud of myself. And then when he passed his shoulder again I switched, and when he passed his head I switched, so that was correct that time. This next class we competed in was the trail class, and this was also a required class I had to do. So you just had to go out, do these different obstacles, make sure your horse did them well. There were also a couple things you could do to get extra points.
North side of it, northeast side, and rows A and B. And they have banners.
I'll walk you guys through this class too, because why not? So you had to open the gate, close the gate, walk your horse to the mailbox, open the mailbox, take the mail out and show it to your horse. The mail was just like a little strip of paper. Then you had to walk your horse to the bridge, walk them over the bridge. Some of this is self-explanatory, so I'll just keep my mouth shut. For the slicker, it was extra points to take it off of your horse on the other side, so that's what we did. Rubbed it all over him to show that he wasn't scared of it at all. This is our lazy backup, but it was getting better. And then in this square you had to, it was extra points to make your horse ground tie. I figured that was something Reno and I had practiced enough, so we did, and immediately he kind of like dropped his head and was like, ooh, it's this dirt over here, but I stretched his legs out to show that he was okay with them being picked up. All you had to do was pick up a back leg and a front leg, and he's getting distracted. But it was extra points to pick up all 4. He took a step forward right there, so he did not ground tie. And then I picked up his front foot for extra points. And realized he wasn't going to ground tie, so I just grabbed his rope. And then picked up his last back leg. And then you had to load your horse into the trailer. I stopped to show that he wasn't afraid of being in there, that he was comfortable with being in there. Because if you go in and immediately back your horse out, it shows that they might be unsure. And then if you backed your horse out, that was even more extra points. So I also did that because I knew that was something Reno was comfortable with doing and ended the class. So you had to look to the judge and nod to make sure you were done.
Nice job. That is competitor number 2, Harley and Reno.
You literally meant last.
Yes, I'm last of the last.
Once more.
First place goes to competitor number 2.
Yay! Good job.
Second place goes to competitor number 9. Third place goes to competitor number 18, Riker and Winsler. Number 22, Clara and
Good job, Carly.
Sixth place goes to competitor number 8, Lindsay and Bingleton. And seventh place goes to competitor number 34, Ivy and Peterson. Good job, you two. Next up is our class.
Good job.
This is our in-hand adult class. I think we're ready.
This next class was Extreme Trail. It was not a required class, but I wanted to do it just because for fun, more experience. And there's a bunch of obstacles, scary obstacles, and you just go and do them with your horse. The better your horse does, the more points you get.
Come on, Carly. Come on. Come on, Carly.
Okay, you've got 1 minute remaining.
And for extreme chill, he was a little bit spooked from that witch, but we ended up placing second place, which I was super proud of.
Yes?
Good job, Carly.
No. We've got one more.
That night, I could tell Reno was being a little antsy in his stall and just wasn't very calm, so I took him into the covered arena, even though it was really late at night. And I just did a little groundwork session with him and got him thinking and calming down, so this was good for him. After that, I painted Reno for our freestyle the next day because I knew it was going to take a long time, so that's your little sneak peek. And I had to wake up super early the next morning, and this is what I did to myself. And I was a zombie, so I had scars and eye contacts and a bunch of stuff. Okay, so the next class we are competing in is the freestyle class. This class, you basically go out and do whatever you want in like 3 minutes. You have a song and you can do fun obstacles, you can do tricks with your horse, etc. So the song I chose was Skeletons by Brothers Osborne. I cannot have the music playing though because I will get copyrighted. So if you guys want to pull that up on your phones and listen to it while you watch this to get the full effect, go right ahead. But this was our costume. I painted Reno as a skeleton and I was a zombie because it was Halloween and the song was named Skeletons. So please enjoy. Your freestyles don't always go as you want them to go. Something always goes wrong, so keep that in mind, and here we go. And for the freestyle class, we ended up getting second place. This next class was a extra in-hand class that I decided to do with Reno. And this was the kind of trail class where you look at the pattern right before you go in and just had to kind of memorize it. And so here's this. And also this was right after the freestyle class, right before the auction, so I had to hurry and de-zombie myself. And for this class, we ended up placing first, so that was pretty
Nice
cool.
job, Birdie.
Up next is where they announced the overall placings, and it's also when they had the auction for all the Mustangs. So they did placings for first youth group 1, which was all the kids that have done it before, and then they did placings for youth group 2, which is all the kids who it was their first year.
Okay, so what we did is we divided the group. For youth, there was 12 participants, and we wanted to, so we split it into 2 groups so there wasn't a big class of 12. And the way we split it is youth group 1 was anybody who's done one of our challenges before. So there were 5 of them. Raise your hands, youth group 1. Okay. And then youth group was any of our youth that had not competed in one of our challenges before. And there's 7 of them. So raise your hands. And then we have an adult tip. So those, the youth all had yearlings. And with a check for $935 is Miss Emily and Dallas. Those who have not competed with us before, there are 7. With a check for $1,010 and a bottle.
Yeah, Carly!
And Rita.
Job, Carly!
All right.
Okay, now it's time for the auction. And how they do this They take the first place people from every class, and then they go through all of them, and then they do all the second place people, and so on and so forth. So I auctioned my horse off very second.
We got a runner coming. There she is. Cardi, tell us about your horse. Take a minute.
So this is Reno. He's been awesome with all basic groundwork. He respects body pressure. He moves well off of body pressure. He's been hauled to tons and tons of barrel races. So he's been super good in the environment. He's well with other horses, and he's just been a really good boy.
Okay, thank you, Cardi. You know, sometimes these young horses are hard to look past. They're young, they're growing. Sometimes they look a little bit rough because they are growing, but man, these are going to be some really nice horses. They've got such a great start on them. Think about the amount of hours they put in here, and wow, what a foundation. So let's start out for Cardi. Give me a $200 bid, please. 200. I need a $200 bid. $200 bid. I need 200. 200. Thank you. I need 225. 225. All right. I've got a $200 bid right here. I need 225. Thank you, 325. Let's go 350. Thank you, man. Let's go 350. Thank you, 350. Let's 75. 375. 375. I got 350. I almost had a head scratch going to 375. We'll bust that. Let's go. We got 350 over here. I need 375. I think I got 350 right there. I need 375. 375. A 425, please. 425. Look at what work you put into this horse. How about a 425? I've got a 500 over here. I need 525, please. I've got a 500 over here. I need 525. 525. I've got a 500. I need 525. Are we done? Sold, $500 right there. Thank you. Bidder number 4. Bidder number 4 for $500. Congratulations, Cardi.
Congratulations, Wendy.
Okay, let's move into the adults.
So that was the end of the auction. I will show you guys who bought Reno in just a second, but this was for a costume class after the auction, so I couldn't do it. But these were people on their horses, so there was someone with a spider, and Emily made her horse into a Jeep, and she was wearing a dinosaur costume. There were more people than this that competed. These were just the ones in the arena at the time because they were scaring the other horses. And these were the different people that competed, if you want to pause and read it just for fun. And this was for Extreme Trail, if you want to pause it and look at points for each obstacle. Okay, it's the last time in the hotel. We're just about to leave, and it's been a weekend. I ended up winning Grand Champ with Reno in our youth class that we were in for the tip challenge. And then my grandpa called, and we talked on the phone with him for a while, so now we're already home 4 hours later. But it was a super fun trip. I loved every bit of doing the Mustang challenge, and I can't wait to do another one. I'm going to show you guys some pictures of Reno in his new home, and these are all the ribbons I won and my buckle. And going from left to right, the placings were for third place, this was for Halter, second place was for Extreme Trail, and first place was for the open trail class. And then all the ribbons on the right, I got first in Halter, I got first in trail, and I got second in freestyle. And those last 3 classes were all my required classes. These are some pictures of Reno in his new home, and he is loving it. The lady that I showed in the video previously is actually the person that ended up buying him, which I was super excited about because Whitney is awesome and she's super, super sweet. This is her. And here's some more pictures of him. You can still see his little skeleton. These are some updated pictures that she sent me. She got his hair all braided and his hair in tail bags. This is a video of him in the field he's in, and you can tell he's loving life.
Hey, come here.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, I know it was super long and there's a lot to go through, but here's some pictures from the show that I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm also going to share just a couple more clips at the end because if it's long, I'm going to make it even longer, of Reno in the beginning. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.